one of the tutorials was to design their own questions. And so they did that in one of the tutorials, and I ended up and designed them knowing that at least one of the questions they designed would come on the midterm. So I collected those, vetted them, put them out for the students about a week and a half before the midterm with a note that we'll use 1 to 2 of these on the midterm. I gave it back to them without the answers, of course. And even the answers that the students had generated to go with them, some of the answers weren't quite right. So that was fine with me. And so they ended up, of my 4 questions on the midterm, 2 of them were ones that were from the student derived questions that they had access to ahead of time. I did change the wording a little bit so they couldn't just like, they actually had to read it to make sure it was the right one. But that was, you know, I think I changed the name of the disease on one pedigree, and then the other, I just kind of rearranged the words a little bit so it wasn't completely Googleable. But it was still the same question. So, so that's one thing we did to try to encourage students to do some of the problems ahead of time. And by and large, those 2 questions were the ones that the students did. So in each version, there were 2 questions that the students derived. So people did do that.